Right Honorable Speaker, I thank you for the opportunity to speak on this matter of urgent public importance concerning the embargo placed on the Lands Commission halting the sale, lease and processing of transactions involving state and public lands. Mr. Speaker, upon assumption of office, the President, His Excellency John Dramani Mahama, by a letter dated 10th January 2025, directed the Lands Commission to halt the sale, leasing and processing of all state and public lands. Mr. Speaker, although the present decision may aim at safeguarding public lands for the benefit of Ghanaians, this directive may also affect individuals, corporate entities, who may have legitimately acquired interests in these lands. For instance, Mr. Speaker, there are lands within the Osumanche layout that were vested in the state, but subsequently, individuals and corporate entities acquired interest in sale upon application to the Lands Commission. Mr. Speaker, as you may be aware, the composition of the Lands Commission Board, as provided under Article 259 of the 1992 Constitution of Ghana, comprises a chairman who is neither a minister nor deputy minister, a representative of various bodies, including the National House of Chiefs, the Ghana Bar Association, the Ghana Institution of Surveyors, the National Association of Farmers and Fishermen. Inter alia, Mr. Speaker, it is imperative to know that before one may acquire an interest in state lands, he or she may have gone through a rigorous process as structured by law and practice. Mr. Speaker, although the directives by the President to halt all state transactions may have been issued with good intentions, it may pose serious challenges. Mr. Speaker, among the challenges I envisage are: 1, disruption to land registration processes. Registration of state-owned lands, such as the Osumanche layout, which are often owned by individuals and corporate entities, are now in limbo. This directive means that individuals seeking to perfect or register their lands with the Lands Commission are unable to proceed. This creates uncertainty and stagnation in land administration, a critical sector in Ghana economy. Secondly, Mr. Speaker, it deprived the private investor, both individuals and corporate bodies, to use their legally acquired lands to secure loans from the bank. If indeed the government thinks that the private sector is the engine of growth, then the government, as a matter of urgency, should lift the ban. 2, impact on financial transactions. Mr. Speaker, individuals and corporate entities who may have acquired interest in state lands and use same as a security for loans from financial institutions will face difficulties as they may not be able to assign their interest in such lands to the financing institutions. This restriction could lead to defaults on obligations. 3, impact on consolidated fund. Again, Mr. Speaker, revenue generated by the Lands Commission through stamp duties, consent fees, lease preparation fees, premium costs, and all charges as embedded in offer letters will, by virtue of these directions, become non-existent. This revenue loss will adversely impact the consolidated fund, thereby affecting government budgets. Mr. Speaker, the Lands Commission is said to be the second source of revenue for government in terms of non-tax revenue after Ghana Revenue Authority. Impact on joint venture agreements. Mr. Speaker, This directive will also affect joint venture agreements between individuals or corporate entities and the state, which were entered into prior to the issuance of these directives. In government quest to safeguard state property, especially the eminent domain ones, Mr. Speaker, one of the tools or methods that successive governments have deployed is joint venture agreement with individuals and corporate entities. Mr. Speaker, this type of agreement do inure to the benefit of the state in that such arrangement more often than not may come at no direct cost to the state. In most of these transactions, the private parties to the agreement are required by the government to build executive townhouses to accommodate ministers and other top government officials using their own resources. The government in turn pay back by offering them land that are termed demise land. Mr. Speaker, these individuals or corporate entities may have performed their obligations under the joint venture agreement, awaiting the Lands Commission to engross leases in their favor. With this directive, however, the Lands Commission is stopped from performing their duties under this agreement. Mr. Speaker, if care is not taken, the state will be saddled with a lot of court actions and judgment debts. As you speak, Mr. Speaker, several individuals and corporate entities have secured court judgment in respect of state lands against the Lands Commission. The Lands Commission, however, is unable to comply with the court judgment as a result of these directives. Conclusion. In conclusion, Mr. Speaker, I strongly believe that while decisive measures are sometimes necessary for governance, a blanket halt on all state transactions without considering its ripple effects on critical sectors such as land administration and financing is counterproductive. It is crucial that the directive be reviewed to allow for essential land transactions, especially those already in process. The government must strike a balance between enforcing policies and maintaining the smooth function of critical institutions like the Lands Commission, which impacts the livelihoods of Ghanaians.